Melissa, is this the first time you're seeing me in a long time? Welcome. Oh my gosh, that just makes my heart sing because we're getting the old group back together. So, those of you that made it through my 11th house Pluto means I'm attracting the right people. So, welcome. Thank you so much for finding me. I'm so glad that you have found me again. My heart is so filled. We have a great group here. Wait, I don't know that you're going to be able to meet all of them because I am doing this one later on purpose. Yeah, these women here are, this group is just wonderful. Like, I can't wait for you to really feel that and get a sense that you're not alone. So, thank you for finding me again. I'm so happy about that. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm doing it in the evening because I did the other two in the morning. Um, and I will be starting in a minute. I'm going to center myself really quickly and get some energy in, and then we're going to start. Okay, so give me about 5 minutes. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you're here. And thank you guys for giving me hearts. Okay, here we go. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. I used to, if you guys saw what Melissa and I were talking about, so I had another channel, another two channels, Your Indigo Path. So you may know me as Your Indigo Path, Indigo Tarot, or Your Path. Um, Hi, Jessica. Hi, Melissa. I'm so glad that some of the people are coming from there and they're finding me. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I've started, I guess, 2 months ago again. I tried to start 6 months ago. Um, but we've all been through changes. I had the 11th house Pluto come through, through my 11th house. I had Pluto come through transit through my 11th house. So I had to really rethink some things. Anyway, I'm so happy when I find that other people that used to know me, we had some really good times, are finding me again. So for those of you who don't know, I am a psychic medium. I have lots of tools in my basket. I do tarot, I do astrology, I do healing touch, prana, Reiki, like you name it, I do it. Hypnosis, quantum hypnosis, like I'm serious, you name it, I'm either certified teacher and practitioner, whatever. So I have those tools in my basket. I have those tools in my bag because when I see people, I like to go into their belief system and then work with them there. Okay, so it's just kind of the way I work. So tonight is the final night for tarot week. I have not done tarot. I had not done tarot in 4 years. I tried to do tarot a couple of times. I had to go away from tarot, really rediscover tarot, why I wanted to do it, because it had gotten, it just wasn't going where I wanted it to go, right? Me and tarot were kind of like not having a good time together. So, but I do love tarot. I just wanted to love it again. So anyway, I haven't done this in 4 years. This week I've been doing it. I did two of my other lives in the morning, and I thought I really want to do an evening so that people can see me. So I'm so glad that I'm able to do this. I'm happy that you guys are here. This is probably going to be a very different group than the ones in the morning or the ones in the afternoon. Next week, actually, if I can, I'm going to do something Saturday, but that's just an extra day. But next week we're doing astrology the whole week. So we've just had this lunar eclipse. I've talked about it several times on several videos, so you can go back and watch my videos. There's a lot of information. I have a Pluto series out. I haven't finished with the Pluto series. But next week is going to be all about astrology and what I like to do every once in a while. And I just brought this out this last week with my mediumship, because we did mediumship the week before. We did mediumship and energy readings the week before. And I was able to bring people in so you could actually see the reading, right? So I'm probably going to try to do that with astrology. We'll see how that works. I worked through a third party live stream thing. So David and I, and if you've known me from before, you know David, it was my assistant. Anyway, David and I had to build all this, and then he had to teach me how to use it. So just kind of letting you know where I'm at, what this is about. So tonight, Alejandra. So tonight I will be doing tarot for the last time for this week. Okay. This is in celebration of, I had asked everybody, because I started over with YouTube, to get me to 3,000 watch time hours, and then they will let me start a membership. I am at 3,100. So I think it's 31, it may be 32. So I want to thank everybody for that. Now I'm just kind of waiting for YouTube to recognize that I'm at that hour and let me do it, because they don't have a button for me to like apply. So when I tell you I'm doing it all over again, I'm doing it all over again. So thank you so much for all of those that watched my watch time hours go up. Thank you for watching all my videos. Thank you for replaying all my videos. Thank you for liking and commenting and getting me to that. I had turned, for those of you that don't know, I turned everything off when the pandemic came. I had to really go and search what was going on, how I was going to do this, what was going on with the world, right? So I am starting from scratch. When I say I'm starting from scratch, YouTube is making me start from scratch. So we're at 3,100 hours. Thank you so much. At 4,000 hours, they're going to let me turn my AdSense on again. So we'll see how that goes. Alejandra says, just wanted to say hi. Love you all. Hi, Alejandra. Uh, you can't have you can't have the sound on. Okay, I get it. Well, you can kind of see the cards, I hope. Always hoped you'd come back, says Jessica, and so glad you did. Thank you so much. I knew I would come back. I love tarot. I knew I would. I just had to find my way, right? I could have faked it. I could have, but that's not who I am. And I want to always give you guys the best. So I knew my heart had to be centered. My heart had to be open. But I was doing other things. Like I kept all my clients. I was doing, and that was kind of how I fooled myself. I was like, well, I'm still helping. I'm still helping people. But no, it's time for me to come back. So, pardon me. I'm happy to catch it. Me too. So thank you so much for welcoming me back. Thank you so much for all that you're doing and liking and sharing. I just got some of my analytics, and I can't believe how many people are like watching and sharing and liking, and that's just wonderful. So thank you so much. So we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to do some tarot. I'm going to answer some questions. I'll be channeling. I don't charge for this, but you are welcome to buy me coffee if you want. And you don't have to, it's not necessary. This is my way of, I wanted to say thank you to you guys for getting me to that 3,000. And the reason the 3,000 is because I can start the membership, and in the membership, it's going to be like there's going to be tiers, and the first one's going to be $6, but there's going to be tarot in there. So I'm going to do tarot, but I'm going to do it in membership. So the tarot that you guys like, the tarot with each sign, like the tarot where I delve deep. It's not that I don't delve deep now, but like it's more personal when it's your sign. And that takes a lot of work. So I'm just going to do it for membership. But tonight I will be answering questions if you like. I'm glad you returned. Thank you. Thank you, Dora Destroy. I'm happy to be back. This group is amazing. Going through a rough divorce, just looking for some guidance about the future on everything, I guess. Can you give me like a specific question that you have, like where your heart's being pulled right now? If you can give me a question, a specific question, that would help, Melissa. And I'm sorry, I'll be like reading here and I should be looking here. I'm so sorry. For those of you that are just now seeing me, I just moved about 3 months ago, just found a place a month and a half ago. And so still don't have all of my office set up, but it's getting there. Just like everybody else, I'm rebuilding. So will I get my boys a house? Perfect. Okay, let's see. I'm still trying to find a rental part. Oh, that's you, Dora. I've been thinking about you. Any tips from Tara? Okay. I was wondering about you, Dora. Because that trying, I've been thinking about that all since I did a video about it, Dora. I'm like, I feel like she's going to get something during that. Okay, Melissa. Will she get her boys a house? Oh, nice. Yeah, so it looks like, you will. It looks like you have the 6 of Pentacles. There is going to be some where you have to balance. Like you do have to watch a budget right now. You do have to and that is like getting a house, right? Like you do need to balance that out. So with the 6 of Pentacles, just be sure you're doing your part, And I'm telling you guys the way it is right now, all you have to do is take a little bit of action. And next week we'll talk about it in the astrology where I can show you. That's why I love astrology because I can show you. But I'm feeling like you just need to like um here's the other thing. Yeah, it's time to start being responsible with the money. It's not like you're irresponsible. It's like, okay, now I have to be, I'm already an adult. I really have to be an adult. Like, I really have to budget. Okay. And here's the thing, Melissa, this is what I'm getting. When it's time for you to buy, that market's going to be doing that housing market. It can only stay a bubble for so long and it's already coming down. And yes, it's not going to like hit like 2007, but it is you're going to get how do I say this? You're going to get a much cheaper place. So don't think that you're missing out. Take this time and start practicing how your money, the way that you're going to budget, the way that you're going to balance things. Because by the time you've practiced that and are really good at that and are starting to save for that and have what you need, it's going to be the perfect time for you to buy. That's what I feel. Yeah, yes, the bubble will burst. Yeah. It's going to burst. It always bursts. That's economics, right? And so, but they have been finagling things to make the bubble last a little bit longer and maybe let's deflate it just a little bit, right? So they're like finagling stuff. They're making it they're making it where it's not gonna where it should have already burst and it hasn't. So I know that they're finagling stuff, but that's okay because we're all of us, we're gonna use that time to be responsible and get what we want. It's like you guys know my dream. So the new ones that are back from the old time, you guys know I've talked to you recently ones that I'm here in Oregon because I'm going to get the land and I'm gonna have some place for you guys to come, right? I'm not in a rush for that. I am steadily working for that because I already know the exact time that I have the backing to get this. The land will appear. It'll be the perfect place. Everything will fall into place, and I'm going to get a really good deal. I just already know that. So I'm using this time to keep building, keep building, keep building, keep going towards that goal. And that's kind of how I feel like you should do it, Melissa. Just keep working on it. Keep working on how you're spending money. Keep working on putting stuff aside. Keep working on your credit score. Keep working on, whether you're going to get a grant or a loan or what you're going to get, right? So just keep working on it. And that's what the Six of Pentacles is, okay? So I hope that helps. Um, Hi, Witch Witch. Hey, Tammy, how are you? And Glenifer, how are you? And who else? I think that was it. You're so welcome. Okay. So who else has a question? Anybody else have a question? Jessica, did you have a question? Did you have a question? I think you did. Or no, not yet. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Tammy. Oh, okay. That was you that had the question. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Any tips from tarot? So let's look. That's right, Dora. Okay, let's look, Laura. Make it stop. And when is this? 1 week? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Okay, with tarot, because I was feeling like it was stalled, Dora, but it's not. I'm feeling you wanting to have faith, but nothing's coming through. That's what I was feeling. So you have the Seven of Cups. So this is the first card that came out with the Seven of Cups. So you are going to have um some choices about, like, not just one but a couple, and I know it's really hard, and you're saying that. So I asked, like, when, right? And so the first week you have the High Priestess, and then the second week is when I feel like it's going to come, because you've got the Eight of Pentacles, and this is something that you've been working on, right? So it looks like in the second, so I'm saying 2 weeks. Options would be amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the Seven of Cups with the options. And then I'm seeing in week 2, the Eight of Pentacles, which is something that you have been working on it. Okay. Have been working on. So I say that this week just be the High Priestess. I say that this week, make sure all your ducks are in a row. Make sure that when something comes about, you're ready to, like, move on it. Right. But I feel like you're going to have a couple of choices. Like, all of a sudden you've had nothing, and then all of a sudden you get 3, right? Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, keep doing that. But I'm saying 2 weeks. Okay. We know that it can change, but I don't feel like that. I feel like in 2 weeks. Okay. So, congrats. And you've been on my mind. Like, I was, like, wondering if that trine was going to. I was wondering what that grand trine was going to do for you. I don't know why you came to my mind, but you did. Okay. So, Brittany wants to know, because I thought Jessica, you didn't have a question, but Brittany wants to know, will my situation get better soon? Yeah, that's a really good sign. Will my situation get better soon? Brittany. No. I've got the Seven of Swords. You feel like you cannot move. I feel real tight. I feel like I don't see an answer. Like, that's how you feel. I don't see an answer. I don't see a way. I don't. Why you don't have faith in you? Why don't you? I'm seeing everything that you need around you, but you are, like, you're not confident enough. Yeah, to move. Like, you won't. I don't know what this is, but I'm feeling like there's some steps that you can take, and there's a lot of fear there. Does that make sense to you, Brittany? Yeah, I'm seeing this card in a very different way. What's the fear? Makes sense. I feel powerless. Yeah. But so I'm asking what the fear is about, and is this an individual? Because I have the Knight of Cups. Or is it that whatever offering comes, you don't have enough faith in it? My daughter was removed from my care, and I have a lot to go through to get her back. Okay. That's what this is. So here's what I'll say. This is my advice. Because you do have somebody that wants to help you. Let me check again. Now, I'm seeing somebody can help you, but I'm seeing that you can do this. See these swords? This is your wisdom. This is your resources. These are your resources. These are your weapons. These are your ways, right? That you can not feel powerless. There are some things that you can do. But I understand like when you feel powerless, right? How do I get to the place where I'm feeling a little bit powerful, right? And remember, I don't know where Pluto is transiting in your house. I don't know where Pluto is in your chart, but remember, Pluto will take make you feel powerless so that you pick up your power so that you never lose it again. That's Pluto. That's how he teaches you, is to take your power so that you pick up that power and learn how to have power and keep that power and understand that that power is yours, right? But here's the first step. You just take tiny steps. The whole big picture is overwhelming to you and it's fearful and it's like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Just do the one thing. Just do one thing, right? Like, just do one thing. If whatever that is, if that means I get up today and I make I don't know, I call the lawyer or I call the court or I call this one thing to make you feel like you have some power. Make just one thing. Okay. So that's how you do it. You do one thing. Don't look at the big picture. You already know the big picture. One thing. What do I have to do right now? And then when you're done with that, follow through. And then you'll realize I can do this. And then you do thing 2. And then you do thing 3. But you do it in the now. You don't, looking out there, it's too overwhelming. Okay? Pluto will make you feel powerless and make you pick up your power. Absolutely. That's what he does. So I hope that helps. And I'm sorry that you're going through this, but you can do this. I know you can do this. Okay. Glenifer. Will I get the job this week? I have interviewed with 2 companies, hoping to get something soon. And that I will like. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Brittany. Okay, Glenifer. You got 2 interviews. I'm seeing your guide snicker. And usually when they snicker, that means something good is coming. And they don't want to tell you. Okay, let's see. Will she get a job this week? Of the King of Cups. So one of the companies are interested in you. But it could be both. Hold on. First company. So I'm going to do this again. Think of the first company, okay? And then I'm going to pull a card. So think of the first company. And then I'll pull a card. Okay? And then think of the second company and I'll pull a card. Okay? I don't like these. Okay, it looks like they both. So at first, they're both interested. You have the King of Cups. So at first, they're both interested. You have the King of Cups. So they like you. You're a good candidate. But I also know that there are companies that are like doing some weird stuff that aren't really hiring, but they say they're hiring. They'll go through the whole interview process, right? So I'm like, I don't like this. So the first company I got, the 4 Swords, I feel like you put a lot of work in for that first company. I feel like you put a lot of energy in, and I feel like you may like it, but it's gonna put a lot to you. The second company looks like this. You'll be revered, so you'll actually do well in this company. That they'll see you for what you are, so for who you are, right? And then so I said, but I didn't like it. I'm like, I want to see some pentacles. I want to see something else, right? And then, so I said, are you going to get are you going to get an offer from either one of these companies? And I got the Knight of Cups, so you are going to get an offer. And then I looked at the first company again, and it looks like with this company, it looks like you're going to have to start from the bottom or the base. Where this company, you may start from around the base, but it looks like you accelerate fast. It looks like you're more appreciated here. You might like it here, the second one. Okay. So that's that. Hope that helps. Right? Hi, Triple Gemini. Eagle. Shaylee. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Let me shuffle these. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Ooh, I like that. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, so Triple Gemini. So I asked the question, what's coming towards her in love, right? And one of your guides said, something's always coming towards her in love. So I guess the question is there anything serious coming towards you in love, right? Cindi, if you have time for me, absolutely. I'd like to hear if my guides have any advice. Yes, absolutely. You're welcome. Thank you, sweetheart. She said, thanks, Cindi, you're the best. I know, it's okay. Okay. Coming towards her in love. Triple Gemini, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Is anything worth her time coming towards her in love? Okay, we'll just say that. Because that's what you really want to know. Remember, I'm a Gemini sun. I'm not a triple Gemini, but I am a Gemini sun. All right. Anything worth her time? So I do have some people and it's not just one, it's a couple. Like, worth her time. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Can I know who that is? Oh. So I asked, you heard me, the one worth your time, and then I get this, the king of the king, the eight of wands, and in this card, I'm still seeing like three or four, and I'm like, okay, there's three or four worth her time, but can we like narrow it down a little bit? And trying to narrow it down. I'll tell you the story afterwards. Uh, and then you have the wheel, right? So the wheel. Hi, Ellen. So you have the wheel. So I feel like if you've been dating a lot, you are about to like get serious with somebody. If you just got out of a serious relationship, you are about to date a lot, right? And then I'm like, can I see who he is? Because they wouldn't even show me which one. Because I'm seeing three or four here. And then I asked, can I see who he is? Because they reminded me of this story. And I'll tell you afterwards. So the King of Cups. So this is someone who's been, how do I say this? Like when I say that King of Swords has been through a lot, that's a different type of a lot that they've been through. That's a different type of trauma that they've been through. The King of Cups has been through a lot as well, but he's had his heart torn apart. right? And so he heals through that, does his work, and then is able the whole time to love because he knows deep inside that there is true love and there is beautiful love that he sort of sees, right? That's the King of Cups to me. And that's this guy. This guy is like, through all the heart being ripped out, women, doing him wrong, um, like things like somebody said they would meet him and he drove an hour to, meet them on a date and then they didn't show up, right? Like stuff, horrible stuff that just really, and he's a cup, so it's deep for him, but he just knows that there's somebody. He just knows that there's somebody for him, and he just knows that there's so much love in him, and he doesn't want to have that jaded, and he wants to be able to have that relationship with somebody. That's who you're about to meet. Now, you, triple Gemini, I hope, I don't know exactly how old you are, what you've been through, but I hope that you have understood and learned intimacy because this guy wants intimacy and deserves intimacy. I just moved to a new state, small town, so everyone wants a chance with the new girl. Yeah. It's be careful because this guy is worth it and you, triple Gemini, maybe just like, okay, whatever, but you really need to be like he's a catch. But because you have so many coming to you, and you have, pick of the litter, trust me, I know. I used to be that way, right? This is the story I was going to tell you that they reminded me. I remember my friend and I, we went to New Orleans, right? She'd never been, so I said, let's go to New Orleans. We went to New Orleans on a girls' trip, right? And then just for fun, we went to this tarot card reader that we heard was like one of the best. Now, I've been to New Orleans all my life because I'm from Houston originally, right? So growing up in our teenage years, it was, are we going to Austin or are we going to New Orleans, right? So New Orleans, like my backyard. Anyway, so we go to this tarot reader who was supposed to be like one of the best, but they're all really good out there. Anyway, I remember he had a huge table, and when it came my turn and I was getting my reading, he kept pulling out people. He kept pulling out men, and he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Like, how many men do you have?" It's like, well, I date a lot, right? And it's like, I don't know how many decks he had, but he was like pulling out and pulling out. He was like, I've never seen this before. You have like a lot of suitors. And I was like, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and he was like, no, you have to understand like this serious one, right? They're giving me that image and reminding me of that for a reason. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying, as a triple Gemini, I know that you could be flippant and that you could maybe think that it's, yeah, they're all that way, right? But this guy is for real. And you kind of need, I know it's funny to you because you probably have that happen. But he was shocked and I wasn't. I was like, well, yeah, I date a lot. Like, I date a lot. Doesn't mean I'm sleeping with anybody. I date a lot. That's what dating's for, to see how you're gonna fit it. How is that person gonna fit with you? Or are you gonna fit with that world? I don't go on a date and think that's the love of my life. I never do that. I go on a date and I'm checking you out and you're checking me out and let's see if we're cool and all of that, right? So anyway, they brought that to my attention, not so that I can brag, but so that this is really important for you, this guy. And so I don't want you to miss this because I didn't pay attention and I missed it, right? Like I was like, yeah, and he kept saying, no, this one guy, there's this one guy. And I was like, yeah. And then when he was describing him, I was like, well, that's like six of them. I don't know. Like I just didn't, I poo-pooed it, right? Um, so they're bringing that to my attention for a reason. So I don't want you to poo poo it. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. Hi, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, Mom Otto, to support Cindy's channel. Thank you. So I hope you got that message. Pay attention. This is a good guy. Your phase is changing, and you do have a lot of suitors. So you won't miss him. That's not that You're not going to miss him. Like, he's going to be a suitor. Okay, I know I'm speaking because I'm old school. Okay, I'm older and I'm old school. So suitors, he's a suitor. He's going to come towards you, right? The point is, he is something more serious than you may think at first. Okay, so just pay attention, right? Still be your Gemini self, but pay attention because this one, I don't know, this one's a good one. And you could mess that up. Triple Gemini. That's all I can say. I'm going to move on from there. I'm divulging too much of myself. I'm just kidding. Y'all know already. But I don't date anymore. That was way, way, way back then. Way back then. Long, 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 long time ago. So don't fuck it up. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay. Cindy, you're the best. You exactly. Let's see. Shaylee, any words of encouragement? So I'm not missing anybody, am I? Ashley Russell. Cindy, if you have time for me, I'd like to hear if my guides have any advice for me or anything that may help guide me. Yes. Do we want to? I love you too, sweetheart. Yeah, you got to be careful with that too, Dora. And all you Geminis know what I'm talking about. The reason that they love and hate Geminis. Let's see. So, Ashley, do you want me to like focus on something specific or just see what I get? Back in my younger days, I'd be like, "Don't hate me because you want to be me." I am so far from that, everybody. So far from that. Hey, I'm not even like that anymore. That's a long, 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 long time ago. I understand the preciousness of a heart and the preciousness of intimacy. It's not that Geminis don't. It's that Geminis came here to play it first. What they should always do. It's just like Aries. Don't hate Aries because they get to do what they want. So, Ashley, just do you want me just to make it general and just see what I get? I'm also a Gemini. I'm happy about that because forever I've been asking my Gemini side to come out. And I'm glad. That means if I'm attracting Gemini, that means my Gemini side is coming out. I'm so happy. Wish I had some Gemini in so everybody has all the signs in their chart. So Melissa, I know that I didn't do a lot of astrology back in the day. I would love for you to come and join next week when I'm doing astrology, so that I can explain to everybody. I don't teach. I show you guys astrology in a very, very different way through a medium's lens, because I'm a medium, a psychic medium. It's a very different lens, right? It's almost like the Gemini way that I see it too. Ashley said, just see what you get, please. Okay. Ashley's such a sweet soul. Ashley, you're such a sweet soul. I don't think you, I don't know if you show that to people, but you are. Aqua Sag Virgo. We completely get each other. Not so I'm Aqua Ascending, Gemini Sun, and Sag Moon. So not only am I a brat, I have a temper. Ashley says facts. I'm Gemini too. Okay. All right. Let's see. What is the most important? I don't want that much pressure. What is a really good thing that you would like, Ashley? So, Ashley, I feel like, so I got the Queen of Swords here. And you guys know how I feel about the Queen of Swords. That is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, right? But I feel like when I see this Queen of Swords, she has been through so much trauma. Like a lot. People have done her wrong. Um, she's, she was in places that, or put in places that she shouldn't have been. She has seen what she shouldn't have seen. She has been through a lot, and she made it. Like she did it on her own. She learned how to be, how do I say this? She learned how to manage people and understand when people weren't always truthful and know when danger was coming. And she just got smarter, she got wiser, and she got faster. She picked up the sword. Her heart never wanted to pick up a sword, but she had to pick up a sword because that's this life, right? And so I admire this queen of swords. I have a lot of love for her. Um, I do birth chart readings, yeah. So I love this queen. She's as much as she's a warrior, she's got this beautiful side to her that people just want to get to know. People just want to be around. But she can be taken advantage of until she becomes the queen. And when she becomes the queen, and now she is, when she becomes the queen, you can see it in her eyes. Like, do you know those people that you know have been through so much, yet they smile and yet they have the kindest heart? So that's what I feel like where you're at. But I almost feel like you're kind of understanding your worth finally. Finally, you're understanding your worth. But I feel like because you've been through so much, it's really hard for you to trust yourself, to trust other people, yes, but to trust yourself. It's almost like because you've made some mistakes in the past, this is what your higher self wants you to know. Because you made some mistakes in the past, you think that, oh, I wasn't smart enough, or how did I miss that, or I can't even trust myself because, that happened. I know better. I should know better. And you have to understand that that was part of your past so that you could understand those parts of why, because why is a big thing for you, right? So why? Why are people that way? Why do people have to be mean? Why did I have to go through that? Why I didn't do anything? Why is this world so mean? Why are people so greedy? Why? Why? Like, why is a big thing for you? And you used to trust yourself, and then something happened where you lost trust in yourself. And if you listen to what I've been talking about with Pisces, with Saturn and Pisces, he's asking us to have faith in ourselves. We're so good at having faith in other people, like the people that we love. And I think that first of all, there's two messages that your higher self is saying. Your higher self is saying you can put the sword down. You can resonate at a different frequency where you're not, because you're not attracting these types anymore. Secondly, you've finished out that phase that you wanted to understand the why. Does that make sense? And the other thing too is you did not come here just to learn. You came here to experience some great things. But your higher self is like, we can't, we're trying to get that stuff to you and we can't because you've got the sword up. That makes sense? That's right. I forgot you two are twins. That's right. That's why I'm always thinking like, I know Ashley or I know Brittany or I confuse y'all. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my God, that makes me so happy that you're both here. Thank you. Ah, thank you, Ellen, for saying that. Um, so yes, Y is huge for me. Yeah, it's really huge for you. So, so here's the thing. You're no longer needing to be in fight or flight. I'm going to be very practical when I say this, okay? Because this is like what I'm seeing, what I'm getting from your higher self or from your guides. Yeah, your two guides. Um, you no longer have to be in the fight or flight, okay? You have worked through a lot of that. And the gift that you're going to give the world is that your heart didn't close. Like you still have the sweetest heart. I can feel you. I just said like you still have the sweetest soul. Like you're so sweet. I know you may not show a lot of people that because you've been through life, right? But I want you to know that there's a softer phase coming for you, and I'm seeing that from your guides. Um, and they're trying to get you there. Okay? And they love you very much. They love you very, very much. Okay? All right. I hope that helps. That was the message I got. Oh, okay. He said, makes sense, Cindy. Thank you. I hope it makes sense to you. Yes. Put my sword down. Scary but necessary. Yeah. You don't have to. Listen, the sword's always going to be there. You're going to know when to pick it up when you need to. Okay? Just put it down sometimes. Okay? Yeah. I had to learn to put mine down. But trust me, it'll come up quick if it needs to. Just like that. Okay. Who's next? Cindy, you were born on a full moon like me. Yes, I was. I was born on a full moon and like 6 or 7 retrogrades. That is not something to be proud of, okay? The 6 or 7 retrogrades, that just means I came to do it again. It's like, I'm trying to finish it out. When Meh says, hey Meh, I didn't see that you were here. Did I say hi to everybody? Shaylee, Alan, Eagle, there's our group. Meh. I love saying that. I love saying meh. Jerome's new, I think. Jerome, that name sounds familiar. Um, so welcome everyone. Thanks for coming in. So Melissa, you need to get to know, you may know Eagle. She's from the past. Oh, Melissa, I did have a question. Were you from our Periscope days? So everybody, Melissa's from my old group. Um, Ashley Russell and Brittany Russell, like they're both twins. We gonna know now, but they're from the older group. Um, Shaylee's new, but Melissa, you need to get, so Petrichor Ranch is Ellen, and Eagle you might know because she's from the old group. But I know there was thousands of people, so that helps. Thank you, Cindy. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. I love you. All you women are amazing. I'm telling you. I've been seeing all you women this week too in private sessions, and I'm like, I'm in awe at the stuff that y'all have been through because I've been through a lot of the same. I'm in awe. I'm like, I thought I was the only one, right? Like you feel like that. It's the things that we had to go through. It's horrible, horrible. Some of them, you know. So Jerome says, "Hell yeah, hell yeah, what? Hell yeah, I should know you. Hell yeah, were you in our group before, or is this your first time here? Let me see, man. I love that he's commenting. I love that Jerome's commenting. We all, but I know this whole group. I mean, through it, like yeah, like it's people outside this don't even understand. Like they just don't understand. I don't think I don't think they can. I really don't. Yeah, these younger generations, and that's not. I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm just saying. I don't think they could. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they would last 5 minutes in your shoes. I don't think they would. I just don't. And I can say that with confidence. Okay, man. When are you gonna meet your new love? This month? So this month meaning September. Why am I seeing the Six of Pentacles? Have you had some offerings? Because I'm seeing this as like you're saying no to some people. Next month? So November. November is when you meet a Knight of Pentacles. Now listen. Okay. Now listen. This is the Knight of Pentacles. You guys know how I feel about the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? You need to be very clear about who this is when you meet him. Okay? Because he can do a lot and he's very stable and he's someone that you really want to get to know, but you can't clamp onto him. You have to like see where it goes. Okay? So I'm feeling for you if you haven't met anybody and it's been a minute, this is the guy that's going to help you. And I'm not saying it can't be a relationship. What I'm saying is you need to take this one slow. Okay? He's a knight. He's not a king. But he's a very beautiful knight, right? And he means what he says. But he will go slower. Okay? So I'm feeling in November. So September, October, November. Yeah. I feel so also I know you're talking about love, but you've got 3 Pentacle cards. I think you're gonna come into some money. Definitely. And I don't know if you said this or your guide said this, but you're like, well, that would be good because I've been broke, right? So I'm just making sure because I know you're talking about love, but I'm seeing your money. You've got some money coming in now, or you feel like you have to like budget right now. Something you've been working on is coming in next month, and then more. Like you got more stability coming, which would make sense as to why. Which would make sense as to why you attract this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune, so you definitely have some money coming in. So let us know who that money is. Let us know what happens with that money, and let us know when you meet that guy. Okay, man. He's a nice guy, but he's not the one. Okay. You're welcome. Oh, well, welcome, Jerome. Welcome. Yeah, this is a great place. Great place. Great vibe. Great group of women. Wise old souls, but fun. So when people think wise old souls, they think, oh, very stoic and very. We're wise old souls means you can laugh, means you can play, means Gemini, right? Like Gemini, Scorpio, who you think Scorpio is serious. Scorpio can laugh like nobody's business, right? Capricorns can laugh like nobody's business. Cancers can laugh. Those are all old souls, right? So that's kind of what this group is. Yeah, Gemini are children for life, right? You're welcome. Okay. Jerome, would you like me to pull a card for you since you are new? Do you have a question? And you said, sorry, just good vibes. No, don't apologize. You don't have to apologize at all. So, Shaylee, Gen Xers love language is sarcasm. Yep, it is. There's a lot of Gen Xers in here. Absolutely. Bet. Thank you. Uh-huh. Okay, so Shaylee, let me answer hers. But Jerome, if you have a question, I'll answer yours next. Let's see. Can I please have a message from my guide? Absolutely. Okay, let's see what's a message that would really she could really hear right now. What is something that you'd like to tell her that she could really hear right now? Right? Aries. I didn't want to tell you I was coming on tonight because I'm going to see you in the morning. I was like, she needs to go to bed. Aries, I know you're going to see this playback, but guess what? We have 31 or 3,200. So I can start the membership. Thank you very much. As soon as YouTube approves and lets me know, they don't even have a button for me yet for me to like apply. So as soon as their analytics go through and they can let me know and all of that, we can start the membership. Thank you. I'm trying. I can't. Interesting. Yeah. Listen, it's because of all of you. Thank you guys so much. You guys got me to that 3,000. Now, as soon as I get 4,000, I'll turn on the AdSense. And it's not about the AdSense for me. It's about like the things that we get to do. Like we're gonna get to do emojis. We're gonna get to do kind of cool stuff. So, um, that's gonna be really cool. I'm not Gen X, but get in trouble for being sarcastic all the time. Yeah, Mom Otto, but you're part of this group. And I would say, yeah, Gen X. She's a baby boomer, but she's like the late in baby boomer. I still kind of consider that Gen X. So Shaylee, I almost feel like you got this card before. So let me see what your guides are gonna say. Sorry, you got the Judgment. I know whatever's going on with your significant other, you're probably concerned. Oh, wait a minute. Did you get on the house stuff? I'm seeing something go your way, Shaylee. Okay, so I'm seeing something go your way. You know what? I'm seeing that you're coming back to life. Like, I feel like you're finally Your guides are so proud of you because you're finally stepping out. You haven't done that in a long time. The four walls, I'm seeing them like two of them go down. And I feel like, so one of your guides is like, she was so scared, she was so scared, she was so scared, and she did it. That would be good because this eclipse feels like it killed me again. Yeah, no, I feel like you have something come through, but I just, for some reason, I'm seeing the walls, two of them come down. So I'm seeing two of the walls in your room come down. Like you're finally, I'm not saying you're jumping out into life. I'm saying you took a step. Okay. So I don't know what you did, but you took a step. I said, I don't know what you did. And your guide said, she took a step. That's what she did. She took a step. You made an action. You did a thing. And whatever this is, changed this vibration. And I feel like you were afraid. I feel like you were so afraid because that's what your guide is saying. Like she was so afraid, she was so afraid, and she did it. I don't know what this did it is. Um, and speaking of sarcastic, like your guide is sarcastic, but I'm seeing you come out of the grave. Like I'm seeing that that's you. I'm seeing that you're like you've got one. It's just you here, one hand out. I'm seeing that my guys are so sarcastic. Yeah. I feel like what was it that you were so afraid of that you did? There's like something that you just did this last week. What it was like a small step, but you don't realize it was a huge step. That's what your guide is saying. Like she was so afraid, and you kind of just kept saying, "Did you call somebody? Did you agree to something? Did you leave your house? I don't know what you did. Whatever this is, you think it's small, but it's big." I was about to pull a card, and your guide is like, "You don't need to pull another card. You need to know." Um, I messaged my mom earlier that I love her. Is that not normal? Like, is that not normal? Something you did was different than what you normally do. I also feel like I can breathe. Like all of a sudden, yeah, okay, definitely not normal. Whatever, okay, that, then that's it. Because whatever you did, you changed this. Yeah, no, I just mean now. Yeah, they're very proud of you. Like whatever that you called your mom. I'm working on forgiving her. Yeah. See, you think it's a small step, and it was a huge step. And your guide was saying she worked through her fear. She was afraid, and she still did it. Good job. Good taking a step. Yeah, Shaylee. That's awesome. That is so awesome. You're trusting yourself. You're believing in yourself. That's the start. That's what your guides want to know. They want you to know that you're doing it. You're doing it. Okay? So there you go. Congratulations. That's a big step. I mean, you may not have thought it was a big step, but that's a big step. Okay. So, uh, anybody else? My moderators? Anybody else? Aries, I'm seeing you tomorrow. You're gonna get all your answers. You're gonna get a lot of answers. I won't say all of them, but you're gonna get a lot of them. I don't believe in myself right now. Yeah. So here's the thing. You don't have to right now. They're saying baby steps, and you took what you thought was a baby step was a big step. Okay. And they're very proud of you, and you're doing it right. Okay. So, any moderators except for Aries? Now, Aries, if you have something really quickly, you can. But you're gonna go to sleep, and then you're gonna see me in a little while. Anybody have a question? Anybody? I know, isn't that sweet? How come I keep falling on my I'm sorry, how come I keep failing on my goals and being independent? So the question is, how come I keep failing? This is Jerome. How come I keep failing on my goals and being independent? Yeah, failing on being independent. You know what? I just had this discussion with somebody today. You're doing everything that you can and it's not working, right? You're doing everything that you can. And you're like, why the hell can't I like be on my own? Why can't I do the thing? Why am I in such debt? Why do I have to move? Why blah blah blah? Why? Like this world is changing, and right now the economy sucks for some people. Okay, not for everybody, but for some people, this economy sucks, and we have this thing in our DNA from our generations past who all they did was survive. There was no thriving, it was only surviving, right? Like, remember when I was saying, um, Jerome, you would know this, but remember when I was saying back in the day, it was everything for them to get a meal, and they had to work all day to be able to prepare that meal and go out and get that meal and then come home and prepare that meal. It was like an all day thing. It wasn't like I'm going to run to Starbucks and get some coffee, right? So, a lot of people are we have that, so a lot of people have that mentality because they have that in their genes. Like this has been going on for centuries. This has been going on for a long time where you're having to survive, or you're thinking you have to survive because your genes, your DNA, they had to survive, but you're not in that world anymore. You're in this lifetime. You're in this time, this era, right? And what they've done in this era is we're here to change that, right? We're here to change that vibration. We're here to change that frequency. But it's really hard when our genes and our mindset is like, I just have to survive, right? You have to change. That's a very hard thing to do. I'm saying this because there are some of you that are working doubly, triply hard and not being able to make it, and you're wondering what the hell. And I'm telling you, it's because you're not getting any help. You're 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 not getting any help with this economy being the way it is, with these changes, with these systems coming down. I told you guys, empires, systems, governments, things are coming down. As Capricorn, as Pluto is in Capricorn at the 29th degree, this is the last of it. So whatever was being Capricornian and being like stuck and didn't want to do it, it's going to come down now, right? And we saw that. We saw that today with Diddy, right? We saw that today with Diddy, right? He thought he was going to get away with it. He's not getting away with it. Empires will fall, right? So that's what I want to say at first. But let me pull a card for you. You said seriously. Yeah. I'm seeing the Ten of Cups, sorry. The Ten of Cups for you. My mother is a Cap and she is in my midheaven, right? Uh, so Jerome, I'll tell you why, because you don't feel, what's the word? Are you an Aries by any chance? Because you won't do something unless you feel inspired to do it, and that's where you fail because there are times where you need to do it anyway, even if you're not inspired. Because you have the Ten of Cups, and then you have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups tells me that you do get things and you do get offers and you do get ways to be independent, and you end up failing because you get in your own way. If you are not inspired, if you don't feel good about it, if you're not going to like it, it's like you think you know better. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're getting in your own way. There you go. Because I see offers coming to you, and I see, yeah, I see if you're not inspired about it, if you don't want to, yeah, like you think you know better, you think you know where it's going to go, and it doesn't go that way. You think you know, oh, if I take this, oh, I can't take this because it's not going to do that. And then you think, oh, I can't take this because it's not going to do that. When you have no idea that that's actually what it's going to do better. Okay. So you're getting in your own way, you're overthinking everything, and that's why you're failing. Yeah. So I hope that helps. That's exactly why you're failing. Your ego, you have to put your ego in balance, which is kind of what I was saying before. Like, it's not going the way that it usually goes. We are in a very different economy. We are in a very different space. We are in a very different era. Okay. So it's not going to look like what it used to look like. The way you used to do it, that's not going to work anymore. We're in a different era. Make sense? Capricorn. Capricorn would literally be the death of me. I love Capricorns. I mean, y'all know my late husband was a Capricorn. Love my Capricorns. All right. So let me see. Capricorns have always been good to me, though. I don't know. You're welcome. Okay. So let me see. Who else? Let's see. Ellen, Paul. Oh, Polly was hoping to catch you today, but it's after midnight for her. She's in bed. She'll say hi. Okay. No problem. Let's see. I'm waiting for all of your attention. Says Aries. Of course. I got to give you all my attention, Aries, when we see each other. Do you see pain relief for my Gemini hubby anytime soon? He's having a rough go. It's really draining him. Where's the pain? Yeah, where's the pain, Ellen? Oh, it's everywhere. Um, does he have a lot of inflammation? No, he's got some inflammation, but I'm seeing, um, see, oh, y'all can't see me. He's seeing a chiro, a massage therapist, and a rheumatologist. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of inflammation, but I'm also seeing like the cartilage. So I was seeing arthritis or something like arthritis. I won't name. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to name the name, but I see inflammation and I see some deterioration. We'll say that. I see deterioration of some of the joints. We'll say it like that. Okay. But I am seeing this as a I'm seeing this as a so Ellen, I'll pull a card for you, but I'm gonna say this. They are tossing around. Yeah. So do you know that I have lupus or had? I don't anymore. I mean, I do officially on record have it, but I don't have it anymore. I mean, I guess I do. I don't know. I don't have any of the symptoms except for I'm extremely allergic to the heat and the sun, but that's about it. So, um, my mother taught me herbal stuff when I was young, when I was growing up, right? And so I went back to that because I did both systems. I did in the system, in the healthcare system, and then I did my own system, right? And so that's when I officially learned and became an herbalist. But and because I have a medical background, and so let me say this: if he's having, so not he, let me say this again. I have lupus. So if I have lupus or if I have inflammation, the thing that I would use, the thing that I use for inflammation is white willow bark. And if he's having headaches, then I would get some feverfew. Okay. So I will take white willow bark and I will take feverfew to get the inflammation to settle down. Does that make sense? They started him on five mushroom mix and black seed oil. Yeah, you need willow bark because he's in too much pain right now. So you need white willow bark. So get a tincture of white willow bark. I don't have any made. I'm making my stuff now. I'm about to bring out some elderberry for you guys to like if you want to purchase it. Um, and I'm about to bring in a winter alignment. I think is what I'm going to call it. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, right? But it's going to help all of you guys for the winter months, for the fall months, okay? So, um, yeah, it's funny. When I went into his energy, I do feel all of that. But I feel like it should subside right now. His head is killing him. Oh, God, please put him. I have to watch what I say. When my head aches were killing me and I was getting shots of Demerol and whatever to try to get rid of the damn headache, that's not even what was going on. They're just feeding you and feeding you and feeding you with freaking medications. Um, yeah, just do feverfew. Don't do the glycerin. Do the tincture, like alcohol based. Okay, so I would use alcohol based tincture until you can get it from me. I would use alcohol based tincture. That's what I use is alcohol based tincture. I'm not telling you to use anything. I'm saying for me, I would use feverfew. That's a tincture, and I would use white willow bark. That's a tincture, not the glycerin. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay. So that we have a decent homeopathic store here. I'll send him there tomorrow. Okay. Please, like it's ridiculous. The 10 medications that they'll put you on to try to figure out what's going on, and all you need is these two to even start with. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, listen, I've been working hard trying to make them because I want to make them available to everybody. So definitely. But he'll feel some, can you say that? gotta be really careful about what I say. Uh, I felt so much better when I take uh feverfew, and I take like 5 squeezes. So if you squeeze, if you show you, I'm gonna show you what I mean. When I say 5 droplets, everybody listen to me. This is mine, but I haven't labeled it yet. When I say 5 droplets, okay, I don't mean a drop. I mean you squeeze the bottle, you let it go, you squeeze the topper, you let it go, and it should come up halfway. That's what I mean by a dropper. Okay? Does everybody get that? Yeah. Okay. So I will take 5 droppers of white willow bark, and I will take 3 droppers of feverfew. And I will take, okay, Brittany, bye, sweetheart. And I usually can take 10 droppers a day when I am flaring, right? So 5 maybe in the morning, 5 maybe in the evening, 3 feverfew in the morning, and then 3 in the evening. But if in the middle I'm starting to get, really swelling and hurting, then I take 2 more of each, right? Just to sort of get it under control and down. Once you're at the right level, you won't need. So let me just say this. I went from 30 pills a day to nothing. I don't take anything. If I'm having an issue because I had to be out in the sun, or I accidentally got in the sun, or it got too hot, I may take some willow bark every once in a while, right? So do with that what you will. It's so hard to YouTube, but I'm really good at decoding, so I appreciate it. Yeah. With her children not loving her fully. Sacrifice. She is helping me reach my soul's fulfillment. Let's see. I never thought about it that way. Better work on it. So I hope that you guys, and I'm saying this not just to Ellen, but to everybody. When I am having inflammation, I will take white willow bark. When I am having migraines, I will take feverfew. And trust me, they used to try to shoot me up with Demerol for my migraine. They tried all kinds of stuff for my migraine. Acupuncture was the most that worked. I used to have to stick a needle in the middle of my head while I was at work with a big, huge, long needle, because that's the only way I could survive. The needle was about that big and it would go directly in my head, right? But not everybody. I was privileged enough to work with an acupuncturist that was right there in our office. So not everybody has that luxury that they can just go get a needle. So they could put you on 10 different they would put me on 10 different medications for this stuff, and none of it helped. It wasn't until I took for any inflammation white willow bark and feverfew. And I actually have that. I have my own combination where I put them together, and I don't get migraines anymore. I don't get any of that stuff anymore, right? Plants are not here to make you stay on them forever. Plants will heal you. Plants are not here to have you use them for the rest of your life, like medications. Plants will heal you from the inside. Okay? Yeah. No, mine was a big long one. So the acupuncturist that I got to work with, that was in our department, was the acupuncturist for the San Diego Chargers when they were San Diego Chargers, right? So he was in sports medicine. He taught a lot at the schools there, and he was really good. I loved him. He was a Sag actually, but I loved him. And he could tell. And because I moved around so much, you know, the Gemini part where and the Sag part where I'm moving, he would he would he would stick a needle here so that I couldn't move. And he'd be like, lay there for a while and calm down. This was way back in the day. Oh, it's food that has everything your body needs to heal itself. Yeah, absolutely. Right. But if he's just getting started and trying to figure out what's going on, let's get that. It would be wise if somebody told me back then, let's get that inflammation under control so we can see what's really going on, right? Get those headaches gone so we can see what's going on, right? Pretty sure he heard you. He's in bed but not sleeping. Thank you again. Absolutely. My pleasure. I'm glad. I'm glad I could recount and remind myself of what I can take. uh, okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for talking to each other and getting to know each other. I'll have him look into an acupuncturist. Not sure if we have one here. Yeah, it's really, I was really privileged. Um, I'm telling you, he's going to, I can't even say that. Oh my gosh. How can I say this? I'm telling you, I felt so much better with just those, just starting with those two. Okay. Just starting with those two. All right. Anybody else? So, who was there? Somebody else? John. John 444. And then after that, I'm going to get going. The sending much peace, love, and harmony. Sleep well, sweet dream. Hug the all. Good night, Ellen. Thanks for coming in. So I just want to answer John if he's still here. If he's not, then we're going to get going. I want to thank you guys for being here. This was the last day. I'm so glad that a lot of the old group and the new group came. I'm so glad that y'all are getting to know each other. This group is so freaking awesome. It's not even funny. So, next week we're going to be doing astrology for the week, and depending on how my weekend goes, because my Saturday opened up, but some people want in, so I'm trying to see if that fills up. Then I may not be able to come on, but I thought I was going to be able to come on Saturday and kind of do a surprise one where I have people come in and we do some like astrology or some mediumship, right? So if I can come on Saturday, I will, or Sunday, one of the days. Again, if I can, that morning I'm going to put it on the community tab. If y'all go look at the community tab, and I want you guys to start looking at the community tab because YouTube is about to come out with something in the next couple months with the community tab. So they've got some cool stuff coming out. And I want you guys to like start looking because that's where I can communicate with you guys without going live and without doing a video, right? So like if I'm like, hey, this opened up and I'm going to be on here tonight or today or this afternoon, then I want you guys to be able to see that, and that's on my community tab. So to get to my community tab, I don't know if you know how to do it. Just go to my channel and then you'll see those little tabs where it says video, home, playlist, blah blah blah, and there's a community one, and just click on that, and I usually put something when I need to communicate with you guys. I'll put something up there, or like letting you guys know that the eclipse is coming, stuff like that. I don't always put stuff in there, but I'm going to start if I start getting if I know that people are there and read it. Okay, so I want to thank everybody. I think John is probably gone, but I want to thank everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Uh, but if I did, we'll wait for the next time. So I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much again. I am so happy that you guys in this group is just getting much, much bigger. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Thank you guys so much for getting us to the 3,000 watch time hours to get the membership started. Can't wait. We're gonna be at 4,000 soon too, and then we're gonna get more stuff. So anyway, love you, love you, love you. I will see you on the next one. Bye.